Lucca, if I was to hand you a magic wand right now, change one thing about the commercial world this instant, what would that one thing be?
So I think I've kind of already spoken about this, but the one thing would be transparent disclosures. So one really key thing is, for example, in the aviation industry, there is the International Civil Aviation Organization, which is the UN body for aviation, and aviation's not regulated on the international basis yet. There have been attempts by the EU to regulate international flights, but they haven't been successful yet. So as of yet, ICAO sort of takes on that role, and there is very little transparency of what goes on in the environmental meetings there, who attends the meetings. It's very hard to know what goes on there. So that's just one example of where there's a big environmental meeting with lots of industry attending, but very little transparency on what is progressing there, and consequently the policy for international aviation is merely an offsetting policy, and is more aligned with 4 degrees than 1.5 degrees. So that just shows just how kind of important transparency is. And so, to hopefully not sounding like a broken record, but I think my magic wand would be increased transparency and disclosure by companies and industry associations on how they're advocating, in which methods they're using to advocate, and their positions on climate change policies, because then we can truly hold them accountable for their advocacy and how they're influencing these climate change policies, and make sure they have enough public scrutiny to kind of hold them to account.